things like that.
I'm just saying we lost to quote unquote the GOAT.
Okay, so
Quote
well, hold
unquote.
on, quote unquote the GOAT. So is he the GOAT or not the GOAT?
He's not the GOAT football player of all time. He's the GOAT quarterback of all time.
Okay, who's the face of of all teams in most cases?
Quarterback.
Okay, so if
Because
he's
I
the
seen
face,
somebody.
so if that makes him the face of the team, and that will de facto also make him the face of the NFL. So if he's considered the GOAT of his position, that would also make him the GOAT of the NFL.
Not really.
This is my math. This is my math.
Not really.
We
Yeah,
don't.
I was pretty good at math at some point in time in life. I'm just
Not
saying.
really, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So, okay, who's your NFL GOAT then?
Who, me? I don't think it can be. Because it's two sides of the ball. Like you know, they don't play both sides of the ball. Because Brady could never guard somebody. So he could never guard somebody on the other end. He's the most athletic person on the field at all times. He can never be the GOAT to me.
But let me ask you this:
To be completely honest.
Now, if we talk about if I was to confirm a GOAT, I would probably have to either go with Deion or Bo Jackson.
I give you Deion.
Yeah, I'll give you Deion too.
And I give you Deion because Super Bowl appearance and a World Series appearance. Bo was good at football, but Bo wasn't championship caliber the way that Deion was for a baseball team and a football team simultaneously.
But we talking about the GOAT of sports, or we talking about the GOAT of NFL?
The league.
Wesley.
You mean I'm talking about sports in general, but you know what I'm saying?
Because you bring baseball.
I gotta go with Deion. For football, I gotta go with Deion.
No, I mean, okay, so Deion. Okay, that's it.
Deion is not throwing the ball like that either, though. And it was
Deion can play both sides of the ball though and be effective.
I'm just saying, man.
Brady couldn't play the opposite side of the ball. How can he ever be a GOAT if he can't play the opposite side? He ain't never guarded nobody on no slant route.
Nope, he sure ain't.
So I want to ask a question to Byron. So Byron,
he ain't never returned no kicks.
Nope.
Well, Byron, let me ask you this.
But okay, go ahead, Brent.
I was going to say, so before the rise of Tom Brady, before the modern era of football, there used to be the prevailing thought that Joe Montana was the greatest of all time. They would say Joe Montana was a GOAT. Now, we know he had weapons to throw to like Jerry Rice, but they would say definitively Joe Montana was the guy. So let me ask you, before we knew what Tom Brady was going to turn out to be, would you have co-signed that Joe Montana was the greatest? And let's just say when they say GOAT, let's just say they refer to offensive player.
No, because I never saw Joe play. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm biased because I'm like, Deion is the guy. Like, I always thought he was the guy. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he was effective everywhere he went. And no matter what, like, he could shut down Jerry Rice. He could do everything. You know?
Was he effective at quarterback, though?
No.
Okay. Now let me go back to this conversation.
Tom Brady effective at corner?
No.
That's why I was like, what?
What are we saying?
His argument. Showing you your argument makes no sense in this particular case.
Nobody has a greater impact than Deion.
Oh, now that I can't co-sign that.
No.
I can't co-sign that.
Yeah. Who has a greater impact than Deion?
Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, so in a game,
have you ever imagined yourself being Tom Brady, or have you ever imagined yourself being Deion?
I imagine myself being Jerry Rice.
I've done that, and I've done quarterback. I don't know about Tom because I feel like I'm black, so I would. No offense to other athletic white people. I feel like I would be able to roll out if the pocket collapsed. I got enough sense. It's time to run. When it's
I imagine myself being Vic. I'll say Vic.
I'll go with that. But like no. But I do. So normally, if you think about a kid, right? Close your eyes and imagine you as a kid. You might imagine yourself playing defensive back, depending on the situation. But 9 times out of 10, if you're putting yourself like we do with basketball, 10 seconds left on the clock. You're not you might play wide receiver if it's you and another person, but if you're out there with the ball by yourself in the backyard, who are you? You're the quarterback. You are the person generating the offense. You would say, I mean, there are teams where the running back scores more, but you would say typically in order of points scored, you would say quarterback and wide receiver, some variation on that, normally scores more points than the other positions combined, unless you have a really good running back. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
That is a fair assessment.
So we would say that now, to Byron's point, there are unique situations where the quarterback doesn't necessarily have to hurt you. You could have your Trent Dilfers of the world, but how often is a Trent Dilfer-led team, how often is a Brad Johnson-led team winning a championship? It's like here and there, but your Tom Brady is winning 7 rings. Your Joe Montana's winning 4. You know, Troy Aikman's winning 3. You got, Terry Bradshaw winning 4. I'm just saying, but like, I mean, and obviously those are different eras, but I'm just saying, we're talking about, I mean, the most important position on the field. They're the highest paid player on the field. They get the most guarantees in their contracts. There are more rules built to protect that.
Not
one.
Really. They ain't the highest paid on every team.
Your argument is still gonna die, Byron. Just let it.
Well,
die.
Let's say it this way: not on every team, but per capita. If you combine the salaries, the quarterback salary is going to be higher per capita than every other position. Like if you added them all together, not individually on a team, because you could have a trash quarterback but a really good running back. So yeah, your running back will make more money. Mm-hmm. But overall, if you took the top 10 quarterbacks and added them up, and then took some other random position, added them up, 9 times out of 10, the total amount that's paid to the top 10 quarterbacks is going to outnumber whatever other position you pick out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that Byron technically just said that Troy Brown is one of the best players to ever play in the NFL.
That's a whole other conversation. Troy Brown might be. He might be, but that's.
I'm just saying that's what Byron is saying, because I'm just saying that's what he's saying, because I mean Troy Brown played both sides of the ball.
He played 3 sides of the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Sides of the ball.
He also, if you want to keep it going, I mean, he got more Super Bowl wins than Deion. I'm just saying.
Did you say Cordell Patterson?
Yeah. He brought that up just because he plays multiple sides of the ball right now. But I'm just saying. I mean, if you want to talk stuff, I mean, you can say that. Troy Brown.
When you comparing him to Deion, that's not a fair assessment.
You brought up Deion. I'm just bringing up another player that played multiple sides of the ball.
But I'm saying
he
just so had happens. That impact though. Deion got more impact than Brady though.
I can't see that. Here's the other thing.
Who? Okay, go ahead.
In year 22, okay, Deion didn't get to year 22, but let's just in year 22, is Deion the same Deion that he was in year 10? No. Now, Tom is not exactly the same Tom that he was in year 1, but let's be honest. Year 22 Tom, light years better than year 1 Tom.
I'm pretty sure that this Tom Brady, I know that this
Tom Brady Tom was the same in both.
Led all quarterbacks. Nah.
The first couple years of Tom's career,
year 10 Tom ain't win, and year 22 he didn't win. So you are right.
Your point is still relevant, boss. I just want you to know,
right?
The point that you make is still dead.
I'm just saying Deion had more impact, and Deion,
put some respect on
Deion's more the
GOAT. Wait. No, Tom Brady. You can't say Tom. Okay, go ahead.
Let me slide.
Because Durante ain't said nothing, so we're gonna let Durante
talk. I have, but all y'all got big mouths. Anyway,
I don't know what you want.
When I'm asking Byron a question, when you're saying impact, are you saying impact in a game, or are you saying impact overall? Okay. So,
and the game and overall, the whole package.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question, Durante. I'm sure you may have some more to say, but I got to say this.
No, go ahead and say it, big dog. Go ahead. I'm on your side today. F-bomb.
Let's just say this. We got all these teams. We got the nobody Patriots minus Tom Brady, and yet Tom Brady got how many rings with the Patriots?
He got 6 of them things.
Who was the driving force behind them things? Just tell me who was the driving force behind
Good defense and a great coach.
Great coach, but that great coach ain't made it back to the Super Bowl since the one person left.
Bro, I just in rebuild mode, bro.
Who left?
My man left and went to another stacked team.
And what did he do on that team?
He won.
Did he? Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But the great coach, supposedly,
It's
ain't
pieces.
made it back.
Wow.
It's pieces.
It's pieces.
Pieces. Okay. That's okay. Let's bring up 96. Okay, let's bring up 96. Deion was with the 49ers, won a championship. Guess what? He went to the Cowboys, won another championship that very next season. We talk about impact here.
Wait, hold on. Wait. But won a championship.
You got to give him credit the same way.
Wait, hold on. But what happened after that?
What you mean? What happened?
What happened before? What happened before that?
We spent 20 some years in exile. That's what happened. But Wesley, I'm mad. I'm getting kicked here. I don't know. Let's leave Deion alone because these are
no. He bringing Deion into this conversation. I just don't understand. This man came with 2 championships.
What happened after the last Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl? They went into obscurity and they never returned.
Bro, I'm not mad about y'all saying Brady. Yeah,
and
I feel like a lot of stuff went his way, his favor for him to win those championships.
Yeah,
he should have lost a few of them. His defense bailed him out of 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, but you can't say that for 28-3. And I was with you. Listen, I was one of those people.
At least 2 of them.
I wasn't with Tom. I wasn't with Tom because I kept saying the field goal. He get that and they kick a chippy chop field goal and win. And Adam Vinatieri should be Super Bowl MVP for 3 of them. Right. That's what I said originally. Yep. But I had said out loud. I told Wesley. We were looking. I said if Tom finds a way to come back against Atlanta, I said I won't badmouth him no more. I was at this point, if he finds a way to will that team, and I know the defense played. Yes, they had to play this, but this is the same defense that allowed them to score 28 points in the first. And within the
what you mean? Tom gave away a pick 6.
Right, and Tom overcame that, didn't he? Tom led them.
You better play lights out if you giving them points.
Right,
hey, but But it's a lot of quarterbacks.
Where's the concept here? You gave him points. He took the points back and won. Huh? Like, how's that
but your defense got a hold though. He get credit for the defense holding too.
No, but
my
here's
man
the
get
thing.
credit for everything.
No. But here's the thing.
No.
Okay, but Byron, listen. Okay, think about it. What do they say on TV? What do we say when a defense gets tired? Right, so they're on the field. All right, they get off the field. Whose job is it to give the defense a breather in addition to scoring? The quarterback and the offense, they have to give the defense time to catch their wind, right? You don't, I mean, because we talk about it in games where the offense is 3 and out. I don't care how awesome your defense is. Over time in the NFL, the defense is going to wear down. So in order for them to perform excellent in the second half, not only did Tom have to play lights out, they had to have meticulous drives. They had to have 15, 20-yard drives. I mean, he not only did he go down the field and score and play perfect the rest of that second half, but Tom had to milk the clock just right to give that defense time enough to come out. And then Atlanta helped them a little bit with their play calling. But even if they ran the ball a couple more times, the way that Tom was marching down the field in the second half, leading the team. Now, he's not scoring every play. He's not running the ball. He's not blocking. He's not catching the ball, but he's the field general. He's the point guard of the offense. He's the man that the offense flows through.
I give you that. I give you that.
He's making the read at the line of scrimmage.
In the first half, they got outplayed. And in the second half, they got outcoached. Atlanta just, got, outcoached. So you trying to tell me Tom, motivated the defense too to hold them, to some points. You know what I'm saying? Hold them so I can, bring you back. He get credit for both ends, not the coach, not the players.
Now let me ask you this: is Tom Brady not vocal on the bench?
He probably is, but according to y'all, he talked to the defense too. So I got to give him Coach of the Year too.
He do. Okay. Well, you can say the same thing about LeBron too.
Right. I wanted to do the LeBron. I wanted to ask him. So is LeBron not the GOAT? He leaves Miami, goes back to Cleveland. Cleveland was in the perennial trash.
That's different though. That man playing offense and defense.
But it didn't matter.
We can use the same concept.
Hold on.
All right.
Just talking
Brady
about
ain't playing defense.
We can use.
But now you're nitpicking. We're talking about emotional and mental impact. So let's take the stats off. If you come to a team and immediately that team becomes a playoff team, don't worry about the extra pieces you get. Your name alone it brings talent with it. So you go. Tom leaves New England. He goes to Tampa. They had some pieces, but other pieces came. Why? Because of the name. They didn't come for Bruce Arians. They didn't come for Byron Leftwich. They didn't come for anybody else on that team. They came for TB12. Same thing. When 6 left Miami and went back to become 23 in Cleveland, the reason it's just like what happened in Miami. Talent gathered around him. Then they went, talent gathered around him in Cleveland. When he left Cleveland, went to Los Angeles, it was a different way of getting it, but talent had to gather there too. But talent gathers around where there is a superstar name, where there is greatness. You can take talent and put it around other things. I mean, you could use an example. I've just used like the Brooklyn Nets, for example. So we'll say basketball since they play both sides. There's a lot of greatness in a way, a good talent in Brooklyn, but yet I have not seen the greatness enough to win a championship. We'll see how this year plays out for them. But I mean, at least you could say every stop LeBron's had, I know he had to do it twice over in Cleveland, but every stop he's won a championship. Tom's only been 2 places, but every stop won a championship.
I'm just saying, man.
I was going to say baseball too. Like, your pitcher is your main person that people look at the most.
Yep.
Pitchers compared to a quarterback.
Yep.
At that aspect. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Yep. And in a way, he's the leader of the defense, because if he's not pitching right, you know, I mean, ain't but so much the fielders can do, right? I mean, you would now feel
pitcher play defense, right?
I know you didn't. I know you didn't.
Hold on.
I got him. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put the sandwich together.
So much.
I got you. So since we're gonna talk baseball, in the American League, yes, the pitcher only plays defense. In the National League, they play both sides of the ball.
They play both sides.
And we just blew Byron's mind. Byron said, "What?"
I didn't know, bro. I'm a baseball guy. I like baseball.
I know that part, but I'm just saying you can't use that concept and not try to give a person. Well,
real quick.
All right, go
for you two Eagles, because you two are the only one that might agree with this. Randall Cunningham, Greg Marshall brought that up. He brought y'all's guy up, so I just wanted to shout him out real quick. Yep. Let y'all know that somebody's on the Eagle side with Randall Cunningham.
So y'all was in y'all backyard, y'all was emulating Tom Brady. Y'all was emulating.
No, I was.
We not emulating Tom Brady, but you emulating the quarterback. You want to be the quarterback.
04 came out. Why is the reason people picked the Falcons? Madden 04 came out. Why is the reason people? Nope, not because they had Allen Rossum on corner, D'Angelo Hall on corner. It was Vic. That's the reason why.
You couldn't stop 7.
You couldn't stop 7. So that's what I'm saying. The quarterback is the reason why they say, that's the GOAT. But I understand your concept, because I'll say, well,
you can't be a GOAT if you don't play both sides, though. That's why I don't think football got a GOAT over the whole sport.
I agree with you on that aspect, but I don't agree with you sitting here trying to throw.
So it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We done with talking. I'm not.
I mean, if you want, you weasel however you want to weasel, Byron. You feel how you want to feel.
I'm just saying. I said if I were to pick a GOAT, I would pick Deion. So that's subjective. Which I said I don't feel like there's a GOAT over the sport.
Weasel how you weasel, boss.
Well,
let me
run the tape.
No, I'm not running nothing. I'm going to ask you a question. Who's the GOAT of quarterbacks? If you want to do it like that. All right, then shut up now. Next topic.
I said that.
But you tried to like run down the road with a knife in your hand, stabbed yourself and got mad.
Hey, listen. Byron, if nothing else, you could say, listen, I got you, Durante. Byron, you know what you could say? You said, listen, Tom is the GOAT, and we beat the GOAT. And that's all. You could have walked off right there. You could have been like Nick Foles and the boys beat the GOAT.
Man, that's super facts. I thought I didn't have to tell you facts like that. I thought you would already know that.